Hey, what's going on, VC? Vinyl Groovers here again today, of course, to talk about our love of vinyl music. And today, I wanted to do an unwrapping and also a spotlight on a very, very, very nice piece of music. Robert Glasper, for the jazz lovers out there, I'm sure you've heard of Robert Glasper, brilliant, brilliant jazz artist. And he has a series that is called Black Radio. Black Radio. It's fantastic. I'm happy to get this. This is an unwrapping. I have not opened this as of yet, but this is the Black Radio 3. So of course there are 3 parts to this, okay? And I wanted to share this with you because Robert Glasper's music is fantastic. You know, he tends to incorporate a lot of artists within his jazz sets. He's worked with everyone from Jill Scott to, Emily Sandé. Lots of great vocalists that accompanies Robert on a lot of his music. And they just make sweet vibes. This recently came out. Now, I do have Black Radio 1 and I do have Black Radio 2. And again, this is part 3. I believe this is the final piece to the Black Radio series. As you can see on the back, there is Robert Glasper. Again, excellent young man as it relates to jazz. I mean, it's great. It's great stuff. So I wanted to do this. Again, this is an unwrapping. I have not played this as of yet. This is the unwrapping I'm having with you here today. All right. So, you know, there are several tracks on here, of course, that I'll be sharing with you. There are, nice artwork. Okay. So there are 2 LPs here. Pretty cool picture of Robert. All right. And just looking at the track listing, so one of the very popular tracks that you may have heard is called Over featuring Yeba. Yeba is a great vocalist. Better Than I Imagined featuring her and Michelle Ndegeocello. Of course, if you're familiar with Michelle Ndegeocello, another fantastic artist. But again, Robert leads all of these songs. Is again just a great artist. He's a piano player primarily. He's on the keys. Great stuff. Another great track that I have heard. I haven't heard everything on this album, but I've heard quite a bit. Why We Speak. That's a great track. And it also has Esperanza Spalding. So again, for the jazz vocalist lovers, I'm sure you've heard of Esperanza Spalding. Fantastic. And that track also has Q-Tip, a great rapper MC from a legendary group, A Tribe Called Quest. So that's the standout track to me. Again, it's called Why We Speak with Q-Tip and Esperanza Spalding. Brilliant piece of music there. So on that track, you got Robert Glasper on keys, Isaiah Sharkey on guitar, Burmese Travis on bass. We also have Esperanza Spalding, as I mentioned, on vocals and Q-Tip on vocals. Great track. I did mention to you Michelle Ndegeocello and her, another great vocalist. Grammy Award-winning vocalist, her. The track is called Better Than I Imagined. Again, you got Robert Glasper on keys, Derek Hodge on bass, Justin Tyson on drums. So you got some nice vibes there. And Michelle Ndegeocello on that track, she actually does spoken word. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I love spoken word. I've actually done some spoken word art around various cities. So Definitely a track that I love. I recommend that one too. But again, this is an Unwrapping Black Radio. All right. So you got your vinyl here. You know how we do. It's all about the vinyl. But I wanted to make sure we shared this together, this Unwrapping. Again, Black Radio. Okay, so we also have another track that's pretty sweet. It's called It Don't Matter, all right? And that's featuring Gregory Porter and Lettucey. Now, I love Lettucey. She's a fantastic vocalist, a great artist in her own right. But that's another nice track that I really like. You want to check this out. Again, this is Black Radio 3. Mr. Robert Glasper. I wanted again to have this Unwrapping with you. Definitely want to check this out, and definitely check out the other 2 volumes as well. Black Radio 1 and Black Radio 2. So again, Vinyl Groovers here. You know how we do. We share our love of vinyl. I always appreciate your time. And again, as I always say, I love to hear your thoughts on vinyl, about Robert Glasper, any of his projects. And again, I appreciate your time. Rate, comment. Love you have you as a subscriber as well. All right? So you take care. Peace.